And we're just waiting for the final seconds to tick off of our clock to the right. Kirtland will get it first. Again, an offense averaging 382 yards a game and 40 points a game. They have 70 touchdowns. Is that a lot?
I feel like that's a lot.
Seems like that's a lot of touchdowns.
Although when you're playing, 15 or 14 games prior to, I mean, I'm not very good at math. I'd have to get a calculator out to do that. But, yeah, I mean, it feels like a lot of touchdowns.
On the defensive side, the Cavaliers allowing 11 points a game. And again, 35 takeaways on the season. Troy Otten will kick it away for the Cavaliers. He is the coach Chip Otten's son. And there will be a pair back to receive in Washington and Santo. Thanks for joining us on the OHSAA Radio Network. First of 6 state championship games here in Stark County. Kicking right to left. Otten approaches. The ball is in the air. They will go to Santo, and it's going to go out of bounds over on the far side. Not at all what they had designed there. So great starting field position for the Kirtland Hornets to get this game started as they will come all the way out to the 35-yard line.
Shows what kind of respect they have for Damon Washington, though. Definitely trying to kick away from him. Don't want to give him the ball to start the game and with a big play on kickoff. Unfortunately, goes out of bounds. Kirtland's got some great field position to start the game here.
Again, Scott Eilerman, the junior quarterback, will lead this team out onto the field. Well, they're going to say re-kick. Ooh. So a little gamesmanship by head coach Tiger Laverty. 59-11 record here at Kirtland, and he has decided we want him to kick it again.
Let's have something special planned for this opening kickoff to start the weekend off. He's got something special. I'm sure they're going to try and get the ball in the hands of Damon Washington and let him make something happen. But I don't know. I think I take the ball right there from the 35.
35.
Right?
That's
right.
right.
That's a heck of a starting position.
I can't tell you the last time I saw a team not take the ball at the 35-yard line.
He's got some faith in his special teams. They're going to come up with something big here, get him hopefully at least back to the 35.
The one thing right now, and Santo was battling a little bit, is Justin, he is staring straight into the sun right now. So this is the one challenge from playing on Friday nights that you have to a Saturday or a Friday morning
Friday
game
mornings,
is the sunshine is certainly an obstacle. So after a false alarm, we'll try it again. Otten's kickoff is away. This one will remain in bounds and will be taken by Santo at his own 12. Going to try for room into the middle. Now coming to the near side. Cuts back 25-30 and down at the 33-yard line. They kicked it on the far side. He wanted to come to the near side. They ended up losing 2 yards. Not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. So the offense of the Hornets will come onto the field. And we are excited to see this running attack by the Hornets. Christian Haber and Damon Washington combining for 3,100 yards and 49 rushing touchdowns between the two of them. They will open up. Well, we got a penalty to start the game, or did they get a timeout? How about this? They had 12 men in the huddle. They ran one off, and they called a timeout so they wouldn't get called for a penalty. All right, this is, can we go back to about 10:30 this morning and give this whole thing another try?
Try this again. Let's tee it up one more time. And let's just come out and go from the top one more time.
Oh, man. Kirtland coming here from Lake County, 159 boys. They were champions of the Chagrin Valley Conference. And again, Coach Laverty with a record of 59-11. They beat Columbiana 49-8 in the first round. Garraway 52-7 in round 2. Crestview 35-7 in the third round. And then their state semifinal was a shutout by the score of 42-0 over Winford. And when you go up and down their schedule outside of Cuyahoga Heights, a rival game for them in that Chagrin Valley Conference about week 6, they haven't been tested. That was a 12-point game, and they haven't had anything close since.
I'll tell you, you get that run game going like they had all season, you're eating up a lot of clock, not letting the other team have a lot of time to score.
All right, First down. They'll send Washington in motion. They'll give it to Haber on first down, and he gets tripped up right at the line of scrimmage by Alex Grishop. He was able to stumble forward for 5 yards, and that'll be a gain of 5. And, boy, right to the line of scrimmage they will go here. It's kind of a double wing, a wing T type formation. They've got 2 receivers tight. Now they'll just jet sweep it to Washington going left, trying to cut up, but he's hit right at the line of scrimmage and will be dropped for a loss. And it'll bring up third down at about 6.
Nice fundamental defense right there. That's what you're going to get with Coldwater. And this type of, when you're going against this type of offense, you got to play your gap, play your responsibility. This is a very disciplined defense that they're going against today, so it's going to be a battle up front, that's for sure.
Brody Hoying came up and made that stop. Third down and 5. And they will work out of a shotgun formation this time. They need to gain the 44 for a first down. 3 receivers to the near side. They go back to the left and a screen to Washington. He's got the catch and room and a first down to the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10. Hoying comes up and makes the tackle. And, boy, a nice little design play to get Washington the ball in some space.
Yeah, you're wondering what they're going to do when they set up in a pass formation, how they're going to get this done, because that's not something they necessarily want to do. Nice screen to the backside, wide receiver screen. Get that lineman out there for a lead blocker. It picks up a nice gain to pick up the first down in midfield.
Yep, they got it all the way out to the 50-yard line. They'll go to a Wisconsin stack eye here on first down and 10. 2 tight ends, and they'll give it to Haber, right tackle. And he's got a little bit of room, and Grishop, who was laying on his back, was able to reach his left arm up there and tug down Haber after a gain of about 4 on first down. So what, they've run 4 plays. We've seen 3 different formations.
3 different formations, fake handoffs, and just runs right up the middle. And this kind of offense, you're getting 4 yards on first down, you're golden, because you just want to keep that ball moving. And they're off to a good start so far here in this first quarter.
They will stay with the same look here. 2 tight ends, stack eye in the backfield. They'll run option and pitch to Washington. Cuts up 45, hit at the 43, and dropped near the 42-yard line. And they're going to be a couple of yards shy. Aaron Mestamaker coming up and making the tackle along with Mark Burnett. And it'll be third down and a little more than 1 now for the offense of Kirtland. And you're dead on. If you can get 4 yards, you get 4 more yards, and you're third and short.
They're happy getting that first 3 or 4 yards on first down and setting themselves up, and they kind of have some different things they can do right there. The Coldwater defense did a great job of stretching that option play out and just keeping them running to the sideline. They're going to run out of real estate.
From the right hash mark, third down and 1, it's Haber, right tackle, first down as he fell forward to the 39-yard line of Coldwater. So their second first down on this opening possession. Jordan Klosterman, senior linebacker, made the tackle, but it'll be first down and 10 now for the Hornets.
Offense is just rolling the way they wanted it to. They're eating up some clock, coming to 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Picking up the first down, just moving the chains. I'm sure coming in this game, they thought, let's just control this game with our run game, and so far they are.
As a team averaging 6.9 yards per carry. Haber's averaging 6.8. Washington averaging 10.7 per carry. He's the deep eye back. They'll just stay. Nope, they're going to run option. Eilerman will keep. Turn it upfield to the 30, down to the 29. That'll be a gain of at least 10, maybe 11, and real close. And, in fact, will have a first down. Doesn't keep a lot, Justin. Only 56 carries for 149 yards. But, he's got to show it at least early on, right, to make him honor it later.
I was definitely looking at those numbers thinking, this guy should have more yards with the offense they're running, with all the fakes and this and that. There's a lot of times where he should be able to sneak right around there and pick up some yards. It's nice to see in the first quarter he's showing that he can do it. He will keep the ball and pick up that first down.
They got 11. It is first down. Stay with the stack eye. Haber, right tackle, this time stuck and met right at the line of scrimmage. Grishop is up there to make this tackle along with Harlemert. And, boy, they've really been right heavy here on this opening drive.
Yeah, they have. And I don't know if that was a quarterback read or whatnot, but Jordan Klosterman, the Cavalier defense, did a good job of staying outside contained, making sure if the quarterback kept it, he was going to be there to make a stop. And that's what you have to do. You got to play your role. Because if you bite down on that inside run, that quarterback keeps it. He's off to the end zone.
Cavaliers allowing 104 yards rushing on the ground, giving up 244 in total offense on the season. It'll be second down and 9, and we get a Coldwater timeout. Just 3 minutes and 55 seconds into our game. We've had 2 timeouts used already, and we're going to get a timeout on the field here as well. 8:05 to play here in the first half. It is our media timeout. Nothing between Coldwater and Kirtland. You're listening to the OHSAA Radio Network, brought to you by Chocolate Milk.
There's nothing like a crowd screaming and the band playing, an entire community showing its support. Hi, I'm Chris Spielman. I had a lot of thrills playing football in college and in the pros, but there was just as much excitement playing in high school. Sometimes there are heroes and sometimes there's heartache, but high school football creates memories that will last a lifetime. So please show your support for high school sports, where the lessons learned help build the leaders of tomorrow.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
Today's Division 5 state championship game is brought to you by Chocolate Milk. Refuel with Chocolate Milk. Farmers Insurance, because ready feels good. East Bay, the athletic sports source. Sports Time Ohio, fans for life. Marathon Oil, fueling the American spirit. Time Warner Cable, the power of you. And by Taco Bell, think outside the bun. Opening possession that began at their own 34-yard line. Kirtland has driven now to the Coldwater 27, and they will have 2nd down and 9. Coldwater defensively needed a timeout. Kind of interesting because it was the same formation that Kirtland had shown the previous 5 or 6 plays, and all of a sudden they decided they needed a timeout to talk about things, and a lot of jockeying going on here early on when you haven't played 4 minutes and each team is already down to 2 timeouts here in the first half. Better now than in the second half, but it's been interesting here early on.
Can't take them with you, and sometimes it's just 1-2 little things you want to get to your guys, and a timeout can do that.
Here's Haber on a blitz direction straight up the middle, and he's got a first down to the 18-yard line. They needed 9, got 9. They ran the fake jet sweep, and then Justin Hubbard, that just opened wide open in the middle.
Yeah, and that's the thing, that Damon Washington moves so quickly on that little fake sweep that if he has the ball, they got to get out there.
Yeah.
You know, so that defense starts flying, thinking he has it, opens up the middle of the field for Christian Haber. I mean, that's just a tough thing to go against when you're your defense. You want to be able to make that stop at the line of scrimmage. You just got to make sure you know who has the ball before you.
Back to the stack eye, first down. It'll be Haber up the middle, and they'll slow him down near the 15-yard line, so a gain of 3 for Christian Haber. Senior running back, 28 touchdowns on the season. He's got 6 carries and 25 yards already on this opening possession today.
Seems like they're wanting to use these guys kind of like thunder and lightning. Haber up the middle, and they always have Washington going around to the side. They're trying to lull that defense to sleep with Haber up the middle, all of a sudden hand it off. Damon Washington might take it all the way.
Quite a combination that they have. Joe Godek, haven't mentioned his name. He is the lead blocker in this stack eye. They'll toss sweep this time to Washington. Tried to kind of slide his way across the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Jordan Klosterman made the tackle, only a gain of 2. Almost like Washington was shying away from contact there instead of just taking it straight upfield.
You know, he's still warming up out there, a little chilly. that contact hurts a little bit more in the beginning of the game, you know, when you're not all warmed up.
Well, this was one thing I was thinking about, Justin, as Kirtland was driving. It's easy to drive it down the field until you get it here.
Yeah.
And the Coldwater defense now stiffening up. 3rd down and 5. They have to get to the 8-yard line. They'll widen it up this time. Washington, along with 2 receivers to the right, and Kirtland is going to call a timeout. They will burn their second with 6:31 to play in the first quarter, and we are still scoreless. Well, the OHSAA Radio Network would like to welcome those listening around the state and around the world on our great affiliates, including Lima's WCIT 940 AM. Also, WJAW 100.9 FM in McConnellsville. 1440 AM, Ontario's WRGM, carrying all of our games this weekend, as is WFIN 1330 AM in Findlay. And on the internet, if you are listening as well, on jjhuddle.com, WSWO Dayton'sOldies.com, Chillicothe's WBEX 1490 AM, Chillicothe's WKKJ 94.3 FM, also on NorthCoastPigskin.com and RadioNorth.com. And again, you can always contact the The two of us, Justin and I, our Twitter handles are TBellPBP or Justin Zwick 12. If you have a Twitter account, I'd love to hear from you and let us know where you're listening in from today. All right, big third down play coming up, 3rd and 5. And they go from, Justin, what was a spread look back to the stack eye.
Going back to the bread and butter.
They'll run option right. Eilerman pitches to Washington, trying to get to the corner, down to the 8, and he's going to be right at the first down marker. Going to be very, very close. We have an unbelievably rotten angle, so we'll just
you
wait.
Can't tell if that's a first down. Come on, Todd.
Can't.
Jeez.
I'm gonna say he's short. Let's keep track this weekend.
I think he got it.
Let's keep track. I'm about to go 1 for 1 here.
No, I don't know.
No?
I think they gave him a favorable spot.
They'll bring the chains all the way across. It's to the 8-yard line to our right. It was 3rd and 5. Either way, I think they're going for it if they don't get it here, right?
I think it's inches if it's not.
Right.
And I think that is fine with them.
They set the marker down.
1 for 1, baby.
Got it by about the quarter length of the football. This is home field advantage for you. You played here. You know how these hash marks are lined up, right?
I know the field. I'm one with the field. I know.
1st and goal coming up for Kirtland. And outside of all of these crazy timeouts, Justin, they've run almost 6 minutes off the clock and now have 1st and goal. This is exactly what they had in mind here.
Yeah, opening drive, you always want to come out and start strong. And they've done that, moving the ball right down the field into the red zone.
Stack eye, Hauber, right tackle, met at the line of scrimmage and dropped right there. So maybe a gain of a yard or 2 on the play.
This Cavalier defense just doing a great job, I think, of kind of shutting down that up the middle run by Hauber. Even though he's broke a couple for 7-8 yards, for the most part, they've kept him under control. It's just going to be a thing of Kirtland trying to wear down that defense and just keep pounding and pounding and pounding.
Stay with the stack eye, 2 tight ends. 2nd and goal from the 6. 5.5 to play opening quarter. Hauber left tackle, walks in nearly untouched into the end zone for a Hornet touchdown. Great job up front. Nye, Symbol, Blankenship opening up that hole.
Yeah, of course, offensive line doing a great job that entire drive, opening holes up and making their blocks. Another just right up the middle. Eilerman does a good job of making his fakes, keeping Jordan Klosterman on the outside. He has to stay there and play his position in case he keeps it. And Hauber goes right up the middle, like you said, almost untouched for the first score of the game.
And Jared Lyon, 59 out of 65 on point afters, will try. It is up. It is good. Timeout on the field. 5:30 to play. First quarter. Kirtland has scored on their opening drive of the game on a 6-yard touchdown by Christian Hauber. 7-0. Hornets on top. This is the OHSAA Radio Network, brought to you by Chocolate Milk.
College football's only 2-time Heisman Trophy winner, Ohio State's Archie Griffin, on the value of high school sports.
I was determined to succeed on the football field, but it's the life lessons that athletics taught me that will last forever. That began in high school when I learned the importance of discipline, teamwork, sacrifice, and responsibility. Those values stay with student athletes long after their playing days are over. Remember, the Ohio High School Athletic Association and Interscholastic Athletics seek to prepare students not for the next level of sport, but for the next level of life. At that, we can all be winners.
A message from the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
You're listening to the State Football Championships on the Ohio High School Athletic Association Radio Network.
Proud sponsor of the 2011 OHSAA State Championships is East Bay, the leading world supplier of athletic footwear, apparel, and sports equipment. Congratulating all state qualifying teams and athletes and welcoming you to this year's championship games. To find exclusive deals on the largest selection of athletic apparel and equipment from the leading brands, visit eastbay.com/OHSAA. East Bay, the athletic sports source. 14 plays, 66 yards in 6 minutes and 30 seconds. And Hauber, the touchdown run of 6 yards. Justin, he went 8 carries for 33 on that initial drive of the game. And you said it, needed a quick start, a good start for Kirtland, and boy, did they get it right there.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily a quick start with all the timeouts and penalties in the beginning of the game, but, I mean, their offense came out, they had a plan, and I think that's going to be the plan for the entire game. But they came out and did what they've done all season. You run, 3 yards in a cloud, that's the old saying, and that right there in that first drive, we saw that.
Changed from 8 yards in a cloud of dust to a rumble of tire beads, right? With the artificial surfaces.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
When was the last time you played a game on grass? Purdue, maybe?
No, my senior year at Ohio State, we still had grass.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah. That was when we had slipping all over the place.
Jaron Lyon's kickoff is into the end zone, and that's an automatic touchback. And Lyon is a weapon, and Coach Laverty talked about him earlier this week as being a weapon. He's 6 out of 11 on field goals with a long of 46, so keep that in mind if we get late in this contest that they can go deep on a field goal attempt. All right, 7-0. Well, we talked about the contrasting offenses. We've seen Kirtland's now. It's time for Coldwater and their pass-happy offense. 192 yards a game through the air, 118 on the ground, 310 overall. Not a high-scoring offense, only averaging 27 points per game. First down, right to left go the Coldwater Cavaliers, and Austin Bruns, their junior quarterback, out of a shotgun. He will have Drew Klosterman in the backfield to his left. 4 wide receivers on first down. Fake handoff, throw it out to the right. That's going to be caught by Mestamaker, and he'll move out from the 20 near the 24-yard line. Senior receiver Aaron Mestamaker, 30 catches, 416 yards coming in, averaging 14 a carry, 5 touchdowns, and Justin, as a quarterback, you can appreciate that first play call right there.
I love the little the receiver screen on the line of scrimmage. Just get it out to your playmakers, let them turn upfield and get some yards for you. Josh Amoreno doing a good job of coming up and making a tackle. You know, they're playing man defense there in that secondary on that play. You got to get up and you got to read the quarterback and read that play and get up and make a tackle right away.
Second down, they picked up 4. And Bruns out of the gun, takes it, looks right, throws, caught right at the first down marker. Mestamaker, 2 catches, 10 yards, move the chains. We talk about 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards for Kirtland. Same thing here, right?
It's definitely the same thing, and I love what they're doing so far in those first 2 plays. DBs are kind of playing off, giving them some room to run those 5-yard hitches, 5-yard outs. Right there you have it. It's first and 5, or second and 5, second and 6. You're running a little 5-yard out, he picks up the first down. You could do that all day as long as they're given that cushion.
Josh Huber, Troy Otten, and Caleb Seifring are 3 receivers to the near side here on second down and 10. And it'll be a quarterback run, and Bruns breaks 1 tackle. First down to midfield, where he is finally tripped up at the 48-yard line. Cannon Schroeder, just a sophomore, making his 28th start as a sophomore, makes the tackle downfield. But we talked about Bruns, his ability to carry the football at 700 yards coming in.
Now you have a defensive secondary and linebackers who are worried about the pass and getting out underneath, throwing lanes and this and that, not thinking about the quarterback stepping up and running with it or taking off on a quarterback draw. Right there you see Austin Bruns doing a great job of being patient, finding his blocks, and then when the field opens up, he took off. Nice little gain early in this game, giving him confidence in that running ability.
First down and 10 from the Kirtland 48. Kirtland leading 7-0, and Bruns will throw to the right. It's going to be caught, Mestamaker, by the defender and tapped out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Dangerous decision by Santo over there, Justin, to try to come up, either pick it or knock it down. Mestamaker could have gone the distance there.
He could have gone the distance. Austin Bruns, I felt, held onto that ball just a tad longer than he wanted to. Zach Santo came close to making it either a big play or a big play either way. If he knocks it down or picks it off, goes the other way, great. Didn't that time. Receiver does a good job of staying in there, staying with the play, staying with the ball, making a catch, and big first down.
3 catches already for Mestamaker to start the ball game. First down from the Kirtland 33-yard line. A couple of times Christian Haber, who plays linebacker on the other side, keeps dancing near that line of scrimmage, and the quarterback Bruns will keep. Got a block, cuts to the outside, hit at the 31. Pyle will continue to move forward near the 30-yard line. So a run of about 3 for Austin Bruns right now. The defensive alignment, you've got Lonker, Schroeder, Zuberer, Haber, Rebelli, Blankenship, Brett Traeger, and Finkler. Those are the down linemen and linebackers. Santo, Washington, and Iamarino are in the secondary. What are you seeing so far out of that front look? What's Haber doing? He's up there dancing around the line of scrimmage.
He's up there dancing, showing blitz, trying to make that offensive line nervous, quarterback nervous, saying, all right, I'm going to have a guy unblocked here because they're putting 4 or 5 on the line of scrimmage. Not really doing much with it right now. He hasn't gotten through, unclean. I think the offensive line's doing a good job of staying calm and picking
This is a backwards pass, and now Klosterman will throw towards the end zone, and it's incomplete. So Drew Klosterman, the man who's been lining up at running back, was over here to the near side as a wide receiver and was trying to hit Caleb Seifering downfield, but the Hornets were not fooled. Good coverage. A pass near the receiver could have been intercepted.
Yeah, that's one of those plays. It can work out great for you, or it could be really bad right there. That neither of the above happened, but you know what? I like that, taking a chance. You want a big play, something getting in the end zone. Why not go out there and try it out? You got a nice third down and long, really, here that you put yourself in a tough situation not making that play.
And probably a 4-down situation here for the Cavaliers. They need to get to the 23-yard line for a first down. Austin Bruns takes a shotgun snap. Pocket will roll to the right. He's being pressured, steps back, and just lobs it out of bounds. Good decision that time, as there was pressure coming all over the place. And that was Finkler coming up that almost had a sack.
Yeah, Neil Rebelli and Blankenship and Finkler, and they got in there pretty quick that time. It was a roll to the right anyways, but they got through that offensive line and just made him chase them down. And, it's a great decision by Bruns to just throw the ball away and not take us out of field goal range. If their kicker, he has a long of 48, so, it may be something that they try right here. Or they're just going to go for it.
Yep, they're going to go for it. And they'll go to an empty backfield, 5 wide receiver look this time. 3 to the right, 2 to the near side. They again have to get to the 23. Ball on the left hash mark. Bruns with still 10 on the play clock. Takes a shotgun snap. Kirtland rushes 4. Bruns will throw it towards the back corner for Seifering, and he overshoots him by a step. Incomplete pass, and the Cavaliers will turn it over on downs.
Seifering running a nice route. Stuck him to the inside like he was going on a post. Broke it to the corner. Bruns just put a little bit too much on that ball. He was open. It would have been a nice, it would have had to been a perfect ball to get in there, but Kirtland defense doing the job, holding up on 4th and long and getting that ball back on the 30-yard line, just about where they started on their first drive of the game. See if they can go and do it again.
All right, first down and 10 now for the Kirtland offense, leading 7-0, 3:06 to play here in quarter number 1. And the Hornets, decked out in their all navy blue look, will come to the line of scrimmage in that stack eye again. Godick, then Hauber, and then Washington back there in the backfield. 2 tight ends, no wide receivers. Damon Washington on the first down carry, hit at the 31. Maybe we'll get forward progress to the 32. Mark Burnett, senior defensive end, makes the tackle. Gain of about 2, and I feel like I don't know. It's like a fast break basketball team playing an Ivy League backdoor Princeton type team, because you go from all of this glitz and trick plays and passing on. Now you're back to this.
3 backs in the backfield, just line them up and run straight at you. That was actually the first time they went from the 3 back and handed it to the 3rd guy in the line and went right up the middle.
This time they'll split 3 receivers left. They'll bring Godick in motion. He goes past, and Hauber will get the handoff, and he'll bang his way over the 35 to the 36-yard line. Isaac Dippold, a senior linebacker, averaging 7.5 tackles a game in there on the stop for the Cavs. And it'll be 3rd down and about 3.5 to go now for Kirtland.
A little bit different look as formations go right there. Had a couple of receivers split out wide. Still able to do the same types of things. Bring a receiver in motion, fake the sweep around the end, hand it right out to the middle to Hauber. And doing a good job. Now he's in a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 situation, just like they want to be.
They need to get right to the 40-yard line. Stay with the stack eye. And Eilerman keeps on an option to the 40. He's got the first down, 45 to the 47-yard line. Picks up 10. He wanted to pitch that to Washington, and Washington had run past him downfield. He's like, well, I guess I'll keep it.
Yeah, he had to keep it. he wanted to pitch that ball, and it would have been the right call to make by the quarterback. But it ends up working out in his favor. He makes the fake even though he wasn't able to pitch it because the running back was in front of him. And Caleb Seifering does what he's supposed to do. He thinks he's going to pitch it, goes out to take the pitch man. Ended up not happening. And big first down. Scott Eilerman doing a good job there, staying patient, not getting worried. Say, I can't pitch it. I got to keep it. Tucking it and going with it.
Stack guy, first down, Washington. Carry up the middle, into the 2nd level, and down to the Cavalier 41-yard line. gain of 11. New set of downs for Kirtland, and right now they are dominating the offensive line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this offensive line, Kirtland Hornets, they're doing a great job opening holes, and that's the second time we've seen him hand to the third guy in line. And Damon Washington, if there's a hole up the middle, he's going to find it. He is very quick. He gets to that hole. He gets to the line of scrimmage very fast. He doesn't need a lot of room to move up there, and man, he's kind of getting into his own here, I think, getting that ball deep in the backfield.
Yeah, he's averaging 11 yards a carry. That's what he got there. Stack eye, first down. Hauber straight up the middle. And again, picking up about 3 or 4 yards. He got hit initially again by Isaac Dippold, the middle linebacker, and then the rest of the white-shirted Cavs came up and made the stop that time. You get the feeling that Hauber's kind of that banging type back, going to get 3 or 4 yards, but obviously we've seen that line can open up, and he can take it straight up the middle for a lot of yards.
He can take it up the middle just as well, and I feel like that's kind of their keep the defense honest type play. Like, we can run it and we can run the option to the outside, but we're going to come back and we're going to run it right up the middle on you just to keep you honest.
Potentially the last play of the first quarter. We're down to 15 seconds, and Eilerman option right, pitch to Washington, cuts to 35, got by Seifring and down to the 26-yard line. That'll be 11 more, and they'll stop the clock momentarily to reset the chains, and I would imagine Kirtland will not run another play with just 6 seconds to go. And they will start the clock, and that will end our first quarter. So far, dominated by Kirtland, as the Cavaliers have only had one possession, and it is Kirtland 7, Coldwater nothing. Let's pause for these messages from your local station. You're listening to the OHSAA Radio Network, brought to you by Chocolate Milk.
The Ohio High School Athletic Association is committed to developing well-rounded student athletes.
To support our continued education, the OHSAA and its foundation award more than 50 scholarships annually, totaling over $50,000 to graduating student athletes.
In addition, the OHSAA Foundation hosts leadership conferences around the state, where student athletes participate in sessions on group dynamics, role modeling, positive sporting conduct, and much more.
So don't sit on the sideline. Get involved.
My name is Manny Morales. I'm 45 and I coach youth football. It's still hard to believe because the high school me
was a work in progress, but Big Brothers Big Sisters give me a real role model, and the young me
needed a role model bad. My big brother's name is Ray, and Ray is the reason that this 7-year-old grows up to be a role model himself.
Whether you donate money or time, you're helping Big Brothers Big Sisters help a child. Start something today at BigBrothersBigSisters.org. Brought to you by Big Brothers Big Sisters and the Ad Council.